happening. Might be a bowler's game tonight, though.
I couldn't see a thing with those glasses on.
I want to win. After 16 years in the big leagues, I know winning takes extra work, extra effort, extra dedication. I take 5-hour energy to help give me an extra boost of energy. Because to be my best, to go the extra mile, to win, takes extra energy. I'm Carlos Belcher. For that something extra, I take 5-hour energy.
Throwback to famous players in
This is where I watch.
This is where I watch. This is where I watch.
Down the ground.
This is where I watch.
Just over the head.
That was a strike. This is where I watch. This is where I watch.
Mid on. Didn't get the
timing. This is where I watch.
Enough to try and give that the kitchen sink, didn't he? Have to splice and barely made it over mid-on. Be a good job that it was Rampal there rather than Pollard. And the big guy had probably been caught. And apparently the bat has gone, which you'll be devastated about because that cover drive he smashed, it looked like the best blade in the world. As Sod's law dictates, it immediately breaks after you've decided it's your favourite.
Got plenty nowadays, so don't they? You probably had plenty as well.
Well, I didn't break very many.
How many did you carry? 4, 5?
I used to carry 3 around with me everywhere. My match bat and then my practice bat. I'd never mix them up.
Really?
Yep. Because Graham Gooch told me you never take your match bat in the nets, mate. Never break your match bat in practice.
Aren't they all the same though, or not?
Yeah, well, I'm superstitious. But yeah, I did regularly get through winter tours with barely a cherry on all 3 of them.
Couple towards the outside half. That was about it.
No, I just middled everything, so they never broke.
Run out chance. Oh, misses. Mendes. 6 overs gone. 35 for 3. Jeevan Mendes was the fielder. Good dive. Touch and go.
Sri Lankan guy, Jeevan Mendes. Looks a bit like Kumar Sangakkara, don't you think? Always thought so.
Man, might have just got home. Brilliant dive.
Magnificent dive, wasn't it? I used to always find if I tried to dive, my knees would club down first, then my legs would fly everywhere, and I wouldn't actually get in the crease any quicker than if I just stood upright.
There is an art to it, isn't there?
Yeah.
And it also helps that there's no worn pitches, worn surfaces on the side of where we're playing tonight. It's nice and green, lush, got a little bit of a sheen on it.
There's nothing worse than getting muddy tops.
Especially when you've got to do your own washing.
Oh, I know. And you might get mud on your palms, your gloves. Awful. No, thank you.
Yeah, well, we got a good view, but the court's best seat in the house. Great place to be. Competition winners sitting in there, of course, getting looked after. Drinks and food all night brought to you. Certainly is that. It's like your living room at the ground.
They're nice heels she's got on, aren't they? Yeah, there.
Good on you, Swanee.
It'd be embarrassing if I'd put my pair on tonight. I'm glad they stayed in the hotel.
The Riyadh Emirates the new bowler, Trinidad and Tobago. Another season with the Tridents last year as well. A good season.
Pollard there just cleaning up at backward point. One of the best fielders in world cricket, isn't he? Even for a big guy. And I just interviewed him at the toss. He's huge. Trust me, he's bigger in real life than he looks on the TV. But he's still so agile and he's such a good fielder. Captain of the Tridents. Cleaning up very nicely at backward point.
Well, this was a presentation made a little while ago, just before the start of play. Actually, Darren Sammy left of screen, and Damien O'Donoghue, the CEO of Lima Coal CPL. On the right, it was a presentation to Arletta Bailey, who's the Managing Director, Jeffrey and Jeffrey Limited, recognition of Guardian Group's support of the Lima Coal Caribbean Premier League. Guardian Group volunteers throughout the grounds here in the Caribbean. Do a wonderful job, whether it's just help finding your seat or anything you need. They're around, and it's great to have them here. Do a wonderful job. On the way, it'll just be a single.
.37 for 3, just coming up to the end of the 7th over. So a poor start for the Zooks. They're bottom of the league, haven't won a game, but they're at home and they really hope to get off to a winning start. But it's been all Barbados Tridents so far. Something's got to change fairly rapidly if they're going to post to, what would you reckon, Dahlia? A 150 pitch, this looks like to me.
Yeah, 140, 150, they're in the game. Bowlers can do a job for them. And he gets away with that one. 7 gone, it's 37 for 3. Got to find a way to get there. Find a way to be... And you look at these sorts of targets, you've got to go in small blocks. Take 2-3 overs at a time and have small targets.
You do. I was impressed in Trinidad last week. The team, nearly all week, both teams in any game were 2 or 3 down early on, never panicked, and always managed to get up to high totals. So certainly now I think it is. Big Desi Haynes. We had a cat called Desi after him. It's a cool little thing.
He was saw Desi yesterday at the local golf course here in St. Lucia Country Club. He was giving golf lessons to Jason Holder and Dwayne Smith.
Is he a bit of a pro golfer then? I hope he is, to be honest.
We played with
Desi.
Desi.
So cool.
Yeah, we played with Desi in Barbados at Royal Westmoreland, and tidy, very tidy golfer. Loves his golf. Quite competitive. He was. He didn't have many kind words to say about Tom Moody and his handicap.
Oh, he's a bandit, is he?
I wouldn't say that.
Why is it?
He just had a good day.
It's always the Australian, isn't it? No, it's the Kiwis, the English, the West Indians. They get their handicap, play to it, they're honest. The Aussies, oh, I'm off 18, mate. I'm for 24, mate. 5 under.
No timing. Again, from Sebastian. We'll pick up a couple. You'll be able to see firsthand tomorrow, won't you?
I'm looking forward to it. Commentary team, the entertainers golf day. So I feel like an Aussie bash in here because it's only Mitchell Johnson who frightens me. Seeing as you're growing the Mitchell Johnson
Not anymore.
moustache.
Thanks, CK. Thank you very much for the cup of coffee as well, mate. Really appreciate that. Lovely service. Does a great job, CK. All the sound. gets that sorted for us. Tim downstairs. Shiver out in the middle. Sound boys. Always working. There he is. There he is. Everywhere we go, he's there. Oh, swing and a miss. Good length from Holder.
Yeah, this is beautiful bowling from Holder. Big, tall guy. Look at that seam. Magnificent. A bit of moisture in the air, a bit of humidity, so the ball's swinging nicely. Got Test cricket written all over it. Nick's first slip, that one, but in 2020, 6 or none.
A slower ball, and I'll pick up just a single off the last. Won't take on the arm. Juven Mendes with some tidy work. 8 gone. It's 42 for 3. You're just talking about those mini targets. Where do we need to be at 15? Can we be 90? Can we be 95 with 5 overs to go and with Sammy still to come?